I started off my research by creating my research question, which was to what extent does biased historical documentation contribute to modern racial stereotypes? This was inspired primarily from the stimulus packet, and particularly the article The Historian as Per Spent by Arthur Schlesinger Jr., as he's pictured over here, who's a very respected historian, and as he analyzes his own writing, it is found that there's multiple different types of history that really changes how we interpret things. And that really reminded me of a personal experience I had. I was primarily raised in the northern region of the United States. However, I did spend a year being educated in the South. And during that time, we learned about the small conflict among the states over Abraham Lincoln's choice to ruin the agricultural system, which when I moved back to the northern region, I realized this was the Civil War, which is a pretty big deal. And I was beyond shocked that I had been misguided so drastically by my peers and teachers. Investigating more in Arthur's writing, I found this really nice quote that really stuck out to me as it investigates more of the idea that bringing conversation to the foreground allows for more conversation, changing moral values and aspects and ideas overall. As more and more media consumption rises, it's easier and easier to have a conversation around history and to change ideas. It's easily manipulated. Though this article was written in '91 and it had a lot of ideas previously noted through history, it is very applicable to today's standard. In this document by Sharon Say Jr., it's called Implicit Bias in American History, he, as an African-American male, dives into the culture ideas and differences and how they're interpreted. This idea is affected as he believes a modern perspective can change our previous wrongful interpretation of events. As it's unrealistic to change history, that can't happen. But your mindset can change. The idea of impacting the future is the primary solution to this issue, as you can't go back and restructure everyone's moral ideas or ideology. However, you can change those of the children among us. During this idea, I stumbled upon an article by Ruth W. Samwell, and she really analyzes the Weinberg study, which was conducted by Sam Weinberg, and he provided only primary documentation to secondary and primary school students. So that includes things like photos, as shown in this picture, photos, primary sources. So, things said by the people there at the time. And throughout this, the students that were only given the primary documents, they really had a much more rewarding and engaging experience, and they were able to make a lot more of their own opinions and connections. The interpretation is key, and this study really showed. Finally, I have this quote by Bernal Diaz, which I really liked, and it says, memoirs are a part of the raw history, but they are written for their own purpose. And I really like this because it emphasizes the idea of your own personal interpretation of events that have happened. And then I have my work cited.
Okay, one question for you, Brooke. What evidence did you gather that you didn't use, and then why did you choose not to use it?
I did not use evidence primarily from a textbook that I found. I didn't feel like it was very appropriate to put into my presentation.
Okay, thank you.